What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, guys, so I just added a new bike to the stable. As you can see, we have a 2021 Kawasaki ZX-10R. I'll give you guys a quick walk around. I just washed this bike because it was absolutely filthy when I bought it. It sat outside at the person's house I bought it from, and it had just rained, and with it being a black bike, it was very dirty. So all right, so let's kind of go over the bike. Obviously I am an R1 lover. I've had this bike since 2020 when it first came out. And let's just kind of go around the bike and I'll tell you guys my thoughts. Keep in mind, I might be a little biased to the R1 because I love R1s very much. So I've rode this bike now a couple of times. I would say that these bikes, as far as straight line performance, are about dead even if you have equal weight riders on them. They're both very freaking fast. They're both modified quite a bit. And yeah, so let's kind of just do a walk around here. I want to do a comparison and tell me if you guys agree with my thoughts. So I'm gonna judge the bike based on its looks from all the different angles. So from this side angle right here, the Kawasaki looks pretty dang good, I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty sharp. I like the sharp angles. The gas tank looks a little roundish, which looks a little awkward to me. But from this angle, this is probably my favorite angle on the Kawasaki, is this side angle. What do you guys think? If I rated it from 0 out of 10 on this, from this side, I would probably give it a solid 9. So looking at the R1 here, it's a little bit more sharp on the gas tank, and it's also more sharp on the front and the rear. So it just looks like it's crafted a little bit better as far as the body lines are thought out better, it looks like to me. I'd probably give the R1 a 9.5 from this side angle. Going to the front, again, Kawasaki did a great job here with the transformer look that this front end has. It looks pretty mean. However, it looks a little bit bulky and chunky to me. I would probably give this an 8 out of 10. I do like the projector headlights. That looks pretty damn badass. Now we'll go into the R1. Forgive me, my bike is dirty. I love the way that the front end of this looks. I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. Do you guys agree? Looks like a freaking fang right there. It looks like a snake fang or some shit. All right, let's go around to the back. We'll jump right to the R1 here. To me, this looks like a freaking fighter pilot, guys. It looks incredible, even though it is dirty. Look at that. The sculpting, how it has the airflow through there. That looks amazing to me. That looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Going to this is probably maybe my least favorite part of the Kawasaki. It just looks kind of plain Jane to me. Nothing flashy or fancy here. I would give this maybe a 7, maybe less, probably a 7 out of 10. I think that's all the angles. So clearly you can see my thoughts. I think the R1 looks much better overall. I would say overall, I think I would rate the looks of the R1 about a 9 out of 10. And for the Kawasaki, I would rate the looks probably 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Now keep in mind, guys, that the black bike just got a full wash. It's all shiny and perfect looking, and my R1 is looking filthy with all these bug splats. So the R1 is not even clean right now. Still looking like a snack. I really do like the looks of the black with the green on the wheels. However, these 3-spoke wheels are so outdated looking. The R1 wheels look way better, way better. I love this exhaust, the way that it looks. For me, the SC Project exhaust is too damn loud. The R1 is not as annoyingly loud with the two brothers. As far as the mods go, so the Kawasaki has a Bren ECU flash, or yeah, a Bren tune, I guess you'll just say that. It has the SC Project exhaust. It has fender eliminator, and it has 520 chain conversion kit, and he's got this thing geared down low. So as far as this bike goes, this bike has a More Mafia ECU flash. It also has a 520 chain conversion. Only went 2 teeth different on the rear, 2 teeth up on the rear. So it's much more usable for daily driving, I would say. I've also got an intake on this. I did the Sprint Street filter. What else do I have on here? Got a few things. I've got the Two Brothers exhaust, double bubble windscreen, and then I got rid of all the gray that was on this thing. Gosh, the gray was hideous looking. All the gray that they put on this, the front bumper was gray. It was just gray stickers were everywhere. It looked stupid to me. So it was a process getting all the gray gone on the bike. I had to paint the rear fairings gray or blue because they were also gray. So I've always obviously had time to modify this bike myself. And then I've done just a bunch of little small things here and there to it too. That bike has a wideband air fuel gauge chilling right there, so I can keep an eye on the tune. So yeah, all things considered, what do you guys think? I want to hear, do you guys, oh, another thing I'll say too, as far as how they feel when you're riding them, the R1 feels like it's a better high quality bike as far as like the controls, the fit and finish of everything. Like this stuff right here, like that looks super cheesy to me. This looks like a really cheap controller. On the good side, I really love the cruise control on the Kawasaki. That's incredible. The dash is all right. It's better on the R1. This is cool. It's got looks like that's a rev limiter right here. I don't like that you can see this right here. On the R1, it's tucked down in there. What else? So I've got shorty levers on the R1. There's my wideband gauge just chilling right there. And yeah, just the overall quality of all these controls and just the quality of the bike. You know, I could feel like the whole front plastic, and this bike is almost brand new, but you can feel the Kawasaki like wiggling. The front end just feels like it's kind of about to fall off, and even the mirrors were like jiggly around. And on my R1, this whole thing is just solid as a rock going down the road, and this bike is much older than this one. So the fit and finish is better for sure on the Yamaha. So I can see why they charge an extra 1,000 or 2 or whatever it is these days. In my opinion, that's worth it. Also, the sound of the Yamaha, you guys, of course, you guys probably know, has the, what's it called? Cross-plane crank, I think it's called. And that sounds way, way better to me than the normal sport bike that they've always sounded like this since, what, 1991 when they first came out, or 89 or whatever. They all sound the same to me. So I can't tell a difference between a 636 Ninja and a ZX-10 or a BMW S1000 or a Gixxer. They all sound the same to me. But you know damn well when the R1 is coming down the road because it has a sound of its own. If I had to rate the exhaust note, I would give the R1 a 10 out of 10. It sounds absolutely incredible. And I would probably give the Ninja 7.5. Just because, I mean, it sounds mean as hell, I'm not gonna lie. It does sound really mean. One thing I do definitely like better about the Kawasaki is the shift box, the speed shifter, the clutchless up and down shifting. It's much smoother and more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just better on this bike. And on the R1, there's like a little slight hair of a lag. It's noticeable when you ride them back to back. I think the electronics, when it comes to the quick shifter on the ZX-10, is better. Also, I do like better that this comes with Brembo brakes. And Showa, I mean, is that shocks? I don't really know a whole lot about this stuff right here particularly. But I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. And just having Brembo brakes, everybody knows they're the best. So there's a couple things that I like better on the Kawasaki. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, guys. But yeah, just straight up, you know, if I was to get equal weight riders on these bikes with both of them having about similar mods, they're gonna literally be almost neck and neck. I mean, it's gonna really come down to the wire when racing these two. So they're both obviously fast as hell, over 200 horsepower, you know, not to the wheel obviously, but they're both fast, they both sound mean, they both look mean. And I just want to know what you guys think. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this bike or sell it or what, but I'm digging having a bike to choose from when I go out now. It's fun, you know how it's kind of always fun to switch things up. That poor BMW never gets driven. I just gave this car its first bath since October. It's literally been sitting in the garage. I probably put 1,000 miles on this car in the last year, so I've started to get a little bit more serious about selling it just because I literally never drive it. And it's a shame for this car to not be driven. It's a beautiful car and somebody hopefully will buy it and enjoy it and start putting miles on it. So unfortunately, I just let it sit in the garage. And I hate paying for insurance for something that that I don't drive. So anybody looking for a nice car, let me know. Look at how beautiful that thing is. It's got orange interior, 31,000 miles. That's almost a brand new car. 2019 M Sport track package, executive package, all that crap. Bunch of modifications. So that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think. If there's any certain videos you want me to make about either of these bikes, let me know. There's a bunch of R1 videos already on this channel. If you haven't yet seen them, a bunch of modifications and DIY videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.